right, we have a couple goodies still up on the website here for those of you that want sleeves or the latest Field Center drop. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can grab yours today. Let's pass on over to, well, a highly anticipated YCS market watch, shall we? Alright, to the 30% of you that have not smashed the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button, smash it so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So, anti-scam fragrance getting bought out. Oh boy. 14 listings as of filming this video, and I assume that this is going to go way more toxic as the weekend goes here, as more and more players start to see this. $50, $50, $42 here on these. You are shifting up 51, 52. If you've not picked these up, you're probably too late as of this video going up. So just a vested heads up here that if you picked up anti-spell fragrances and collector's rares, you won. Good news is it does have many lower rarities now, and I do believe that this version of the card looks about as nice as the collector's rare do. I do see that you're at 17, 16. You have $16 here. The versions of these are in fact moving as well. Actually, it looks like all anti-scams are moving. These are much cheaper now. I mean, you can buy DTs for $4. Wow. 59 listings, 37. I mean, now that they've reprinted these en masse, all these lower ones are pushing down. But right now, as we're kind of heading on into the format here, a lot of people are kind of turning their heads at this. They're like, this is the perfect side deck card right now. It detours your opponent in such a way that they can't really optimize and try to capitalize on things. And I mean, anytime you see anti-spell fragrance enter into the format here as a way to kind of stop other things that are happening, makes sense. Oh boy, Pearly Defenders. Oh boy. So these are, these collector's rares are going up. More and more people are looking at the next format and they're turning their heads and they're like, hey, you know, maybe you should pick these up. 86, 89. You're looking at $90 at the bare minimum now for those collector's rares. This is getting a little bit out of hand in my personal opinion. I understand that this is projected to be a really good deck here in the future, but that's bad. Isoldes, these are $76 now. At least these are starting to repopulate and push down. The hot rays here at 85, these are also starting to repopulate and push back down, which is a good thing, but still, that's a lot. We also have the Ninis here at 55 on up to 60. I'm glad to see that these are also kind of following suit with these. Last week it was just the hot rays that were creator, but now it's the Ninis are following up here. I also see that my friend Pearlies are finally creeping up here as well to the $61 mark. Ugh. The one-for-ones are also at 50 right now, and then the Purely Pretty Memories are now at 50. Rondo Mirrors, 13 listings at $49. Sealed boxes are still $47. This is one of the cheapest sealed products that we have seen in a very long time. And you're seeing that the market is just looking at this right now and they're just like, meh, you know, I don't want this. Nors, $42, which is pretty interesting, by the way, because that's the one that really matters the most. Happiness here at 38. The Fire Hydrant's now $30. Renault's at 34. Card Trooper at 37. Orohime's at 33. These needed to push down. These at $40 was really bad. I'm also not really sure where to expect this to go after this weekend, but we'll have to wait and see. It'll either push up or it'll push down if somebody knows something. Purelies are now at $25 now. Ew. Like, just to be able to play this deck in a couple of months to make the supercharged cat, you're going to have to pay an arm and a leg for that. Pretty Memories are at $14. My friend Purelies are $11 as well. That's a lot of money just to make the big cat. $11. Hydrants at 7s. Yeah, this is this set has so much infinite value that it's actually kind of crazy at the end of the day. A lot of buyouts. Oh boy, I haven't checked in on the Charmers in a while. You know, these are down to $740 now for the Urias. I didn't think I would see a time, but it looks like it's finally happened. The Winds have also crashed back down to 707. Yeah, it's basically almost 800 after tax. The Linas are still above $700. That's crazy to me. Well, this is the one that's maintaining so far. Looks like your last ones were 5, 665, and 675. So I'm not entirely crazy about that. The Darks have crashed down too. And the Hitas are holding at 325. Ossos are still holding about 250 as well. Whoever was investing all their crazy money into these things, it's glad to see that these are pushing back down. Silent Magician. Oh boy. You know, just for the version of this from the Duels pack, $54, $37, and $50 were your last listings of these. You can get a light play for $41, but near mint you're going to be paying $54 for the most part here. That's just how this side of the market goes. It's a collector's card at this point, and you know, of course, being a collector's card on top of being a Yugi based card. Yup, a lot of hype still. I guess you'll love to see it. Secret evenly matches. You know, we're getting the super on this in a couple of days. And I know that a lot of people are kind of like, ooh, you know, like first heads. First heads are still $32, $33. That's not horrible in my opinion. It's way cheaper than it's been, that's for sure. $15 for secret rares. You're looking at $11 for the ultras, and you're looking at $10 for these, and $8 for your Maven's copies. I'm going to tell you the same thing here, because I know we was asked the question a week ago if we thought that this was something worth dumping, at least in this department. No, I'd rather hold these. You know, there will be a time that they will print a higher rarity version of this, for sure, but we'll just have to be patient and see how that goes. Photon Hypernova, I know we just looked at Kashtira cards, but yeah, $320 right now for Mirror Jade. Okay. Arise Heart, yeah, we already looked at that. Gondola here is at $200. We're at $112. Actually, this is interesting. These are actually reversing course now. Ever since Konami made the little announcement that, you know, we're getting more support, obviously, but the carries did kind of rebound a little bit. Yeah, a lot of people had these up at like sub $100 or about $100, and they did shoot up. Wow, Bucephalus is $80. Nice. Raceloth, $60. Let's see here. What else do we have back here in this set? This is something interesting. So these inscriptions keep going down in price. I don't know if people are just picking these up because they're worried about something, but there was a time a day or so ago, but these were $15, and I'm glad to see that they are pushing down, but you're only on 4 pages of these right now. So that's kind of interesting that people, I don't know, people are just grabbing their playsets because they don't want to play the waiting game with this, but it does make sense to me as to why players don't want to not have these. Pot of Prosperity Starlights. You know, these are $500 right now. These have actually pushed down relatively well. Which is good. Actually, to be fair, I guess once these are gone, you head on up to the 550, 560 mark. So yeah, you do gain some value on the back end of things for these, which is good. $52 and $48 for the most part. I love the fact that these prismatic copies are so expensive. Hey, Konami, you're watching this. Your community needs a reprint on Pot of Prosperity. It should not cost them $150 to be able to filter the top cards of their deck. Cosmo cards, wow. Dark Destroyers actually have gone up. Are you kidding me? Wow. Light Play 21, 22. Yeah, your first heads hit the $24 mark for that. That's interesting to know. Didn't expect to see that. $9. Farm Girls at the $5 mark. $5 on market price. So, fan favorite Cosmo's doing something again. Vylon cards. You know, these are like $2. It's very cheap. Epsilons are also dollars. The Vylon Deltas are also cheap. All of these are very cheap. I don't know if you want to pick these up and just have sets, but like, okay. Machine Duplication Ultimate Rares. Oh boy. I can't wait to see how bad these are now. Let's click the First Ed button, and then let's go. Oh my god, they're 10 pages. Let's click Light Play. Light Play lowest is 36. Okay, let's toggle this off, and let's go back to First Eds. Your mints are $80. Okay, that's not horrible. Sure. Dark Greffers. We peered in on these the other day. I just wanted to look at quantities here. $10 for these, or 11 listings. 16, 24. Common at 29. Interesting. Those quantities on Dark Greffer are still kind of low. Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord. These are $2 for the secret rares. What? The gold rares coming in at about $2. At least you have large quantities on these, I guess. I don't know why people always love looking at these. And then, of course, the Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Rares. Oh, man. Somebody bought a First Ed for $580 recently. Wow. Infinite Mod Play have repopulated, too, on this side. That's kind of cool. Yeah, $580 now. Yeah, these have actually pushed down. I didn't think we'd ever see the day, but all right. not looking too bad out here. So what do you guys think about today's market? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.